Right, today I'm going to show you my little heavy rig, I call it. It's basically a wafter rig, but it has got other uses as well, which I'll show you in a minute. The beauty of this rig is the hook link material. It's called silk wire. It came about sort of an evolution from using other materials. It's very heavy, it's very thin, but it's also very, very heavy. It's just sinking like a sort of a lead core, if you like. So you're never going to get that looping up off the bottom like that. You know, when a fish comes in, it's never going to feel the line first. You can see it's falling over straight away. It always wants to be on the bottom, and it will lay across anything. It's very, very heavy sinking material. I've got this sinking tungsten sleeve on the eye of the hook, and the whole lot balances 15mm wafter perfectly. Got a lot of fish on this rig. It's very effective. It's really simple to try, and it has got another little added bonus with this bead, which I'll explain in a minute. Right, I'll show you how to tie it. Right, first of all, you will need some silk wire, PB Products silk wire. This is the actual sinking hook link. Originally I started by using the silk grey, which was a leader material. This is how I came up with the rig in the first place, but it was quite thick and quite hard to get through an eye if you needed to do it twice. So we've developed this silk wire, which is exactly the same product, just thinner, made directly for hook links. Chop yourself off a healthy length for that, yay long, foot long or whatever. And then, hook of choice. Now I use, for this, these super strong aligners in a 6. Purely because the eye is quite large on these. It's a nice heavy gauge as well. Where I'm fishing at the moment it's quite snaggy, but the large eye does help. So what we're doing is we're attaching that with a normal straightforward, I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll put my glasses on because that will save struggling, won't it? There we go, I can see now. So we're tying this on with a normal tuck blood, not a no knot. We're not creating a hair. We're just going once through the eye, around 6 or 7 times, through the main loop and through the side loop that you've just created. That's the tucked part of the blood knot. Just slide that down, nice and tight. Nice pair of sharp braid scissors and just trim him off. And there we go. So, straightforward, tuck blood to the eye. Then you'll need, and this is quite crucial really, if you want it to balance properly, rather than just any old liner, I've got a load in here. I haven't got the packet with me unfortunately, but these are the tungsten liners, again PB Products. Now the beauty of these is the added weight. What you will find with this is because it's a very soft material, it's not like mono, you can't just push it through, so you need to tease that through with a baiting needle or indeed a splicing needle. So I've got a little splicing tool here which does the same as a needle but a lot easier. So just pop that in the guide hole on the end, slide him through, pop the material through the loop, slide him back. Easy as that. Now it's going to slide down and cover your knot and your eye. Like I say, it's all about the weight of these. That's what balances you after, and also gives you that lovely little kick on the end there. Spins the hook over every time. Really is very simple, very quick, this rig. So then you need some way of attaching your bait. It's down to personal preference. I've got various methods here. I've got a bait spike, I've got a screw-in bait swivel, or you can just simply tie a little tiny hair to a ring. Whatever you like, really doesn't make any difference. So for this we're going to use the bait screw. So you pop on your bait screw, and then on these dear little, you'll probably hardly see that little look bead, just to stop it coming off. And that, my friends, is that. It is that simple. You screw your wafter onto there. I always use the mainline 15mm ones because I know they balance perfectly against that tungsten liner. Just pop him on, screw him on, nice and tight, and he's done, ready to rock and roll. Like I say, you don't have to use a screw, you can use a spike which you trim off at the back, or you can use a normal loop with a hair. But that is all there is to it. And like I say, that will balance the weight of the wafter perfectly. You've got a little bit of separation there when they blow the bait back out after they've pricked themselves. You've got the liner to spin the hook every time. And obviously you've got the beauty of the hook link material, which is never going to sit looped up off the bottom, because that's, as I said earlier, very heavy and always finds its way to the bottom. Lay over any sort of bits and pieces on the bottom, always flush. So there you go, one heavy rig, simple as that. Now there is one other added dimension to this rig which makes it like so universal. It is one rig can do all, and that's the addition of one of these little contra liners, which are again a little tungsten bead, and we do them in various sizes, and you'll need to match the sort of size to the buoyancy of the pop-ups you use. So at the moment this is a wafter on here, but if when you tie the rig you have one of these already on the line, on the hook link, if you suddenly decide you want to swap to a pop-up, you just take off the wafter, chuck a pop-up on there, slide the contra liner down, and you can fish that pop-up at any depth you like, as easy as that. And because there's no coating on this material, you can slide up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. You're never going to damage the material. Quite sharp, that hook. So long pop-ups, medium pop-ups, short pop-ups, tiny pop-ups. And if you don't want to use that, you just slide it back out of the way. You can slide it back up to the swivel or keep it halfway up the hook length, just to give it an added bit of weight if you like. Not that that material actually needs it, but it's never going to be in your way. And when you need it, change to a pop-up. There it is. One rig for all occasions.